everybody, it's 150 Glade here, finally bringing some more Pokemon origin and battle strategies. Last year, practically, we did the entire Oshawott line, not just Samurott. And it's been like 3 or maybe even 4 weeks since I actually did that. And the reasoning was I'm extremely busy. Now, I know I use that excuse a lot, but I was on a vacation and lots of stuff was happening, and yeah, I was busy, so yeah, stuff. Anyway, so today, finally bringing back some more Origin battle strategies, and you might be wondering why there was no show on Saturday yesterday. Well, if you watch my Gamma Robber channel, I did my top 5 combinations in Mario Kart Wii, where I talked about my favorite characters and car bike thing that to use them in, and that counted as my video. Because if you remember in one of my secret base videos, I said that I'll do a video every Saturday, and it's not guaranteed to be Showdown Saturday, and I did a video, it just wasn't on this channel. So yeah, go check that out. It was pretty long. It was like 13 minutes, so yeah, about as long as a Showdown Saturday, so yeah. And if you're not a Mario fan, then I'm sorry. And you'll probably won't like this episode because it's Swoobat. And I don't know why I said that, because it's bat. Just a bat. Lol, JK, that would be boring. It is based off of the Swooper from Super Mario Brothers. So yeah, that's why I said that you probably won't like this episode if you're not a Mario Bros fan. And then I said I don't know why I said it, because I didn't want to spoil the fact, because I made it seem like it was just a boring bat. But no, Swoobat is actually based off of the Swooper from Super Mario Brothers. Now, it should be pretty obvious because their shape is similar. They're both bats. They're both blue. And their name is similar, and they're both from Nintendo franchises. So, yeah, it doesn't seem like it's probably a coincidence. And since the Swooper is blue with purple wings, it probably also inspired Golbat and Zubat. And then Crobat was inspired from them, like with reverse colors. But maybe we'll do that episode later in the distant future. But for now, we are moving on to battle strategies. Now, I wanted to making this video thinking, should I even include a battle strategy segment? Swoobat is so horrible. But then I checked at Smogon. So anyway, so I was going to include like a random set, but then I checked Smogon to see what its base stats were. And then while checking Smogon, I found out that it got the ability Simple. If you don't know what that does, its stat boosts are double, while its stats decreases are also double. Yeah, other than things like Intimidate, your stats don't get decreased much in competitive, and Intimidate doesn't really affect Swoobat because it's a special attacker. Anyway, next get one that is Timid, so you can boost its speed, which is its only good stat. Special attack's decent, but speed's 114, which is pretty good. Next, you're going to train in attack and speed. These are the only stats that are actually good on this thing. You're going to give the leftovers to either defense or special defense, depending on which suits your team better. Next, you're going to give it the Life Orb, like you do with a lot of competitive Pokemon, or like I do with a lot of competitive Pokemon, to give it a little more punch to its moves. Anyway, to start off, you're going to give it Calm Mind. This, thanks to Simple, this is like an Amnesia and Nasty Plot in one. So yeah, this is actually pretty nice, and I might even have to breed for a Woobat and put it on a team later. But I don't know, I'd probably test it on Showdown first, because it might not be the smartest idea to just breed for something and then just realize, oh, this is useless. But anyway, so yeah, Calm Mind, Nasty Plot, Amnesia combined. Next, Psychic, because obviously Stab. Air Slash, because obviously Stab. And then Giga Drain, so 1, coverage, 2, get health back. Of course, that's not the only way to train a Swoobat, so here's a few random thoughts. If you want, you can give it Psyshock instead of Psychic. It's 10 power less, but with if you run into a especially defensive Pokemon, you're not royally screwed. Yay! Don't you love not being royally screwed? And of course, and you can use Psyshock on this set, but anyway, you can also run Unaware instead of Simple. Simple's probably the better ability, but Unaware is still a good ability. Basically, it ignores your opponent's stat changes. So if they start to Swords Dance, it won't actually double their attack against Swoobat. However, it doesn't mean like they can't Swords Dance, because like let's say they use Swords Dance, Swoobat like won't take like double damage, but like if you switch out, they'll still have their Swords Dance, but it won't affect Swoobat. And like if they start to like Amnesia or like Iron Defense, well actually Swoobat won't care about Iron Defense because it's a special attacker, but if they use like, but if they use like Amnesia, Swoobat is not really going to care. But anyway, so yeah, Unaware is still a good ability, and in this case, Calm Mind won't be as useful, so give it Heat Waves for some extra coverage. Anyway, guys, that is Swoobat. So I have a straw poll link in the comments section, not the description, in the comments section. I have a link to a straw poll, and I put the 2 Pokemon in there as kind of a joke. You'll realize when you get in there. And if there's a Pokemon you desperately want to see in the next episode, be sure to tell me in the comment section. And I can't guarantee it will be in the next episode, but it'll probably be sometime in the future, because I probably will do a Pokemon that you suggested. Of course, please be sure to vote, because yeah, I want votes so I know who I do. And if nobody votes, I'm just going to pick one randomly. And I think I know which one I'm going to pick, but yeah, just vote on which one you want to see. I have a feeling about which one's going to win, so that's the one I'm going to pick randomly. And if you like really want to see a certain Pokemon in the be sure to suggest it in the comment section. Anyway, guys, this is 150 Blade signing out. Stay awesome and goodbye.